Hey guys! This week's video I thought I would show you how to straighten your hair in under 10 minutes. And it may seem hard to believe, but I promise you, every single hairstyle, you can straighten your hair in under 10 minutes with these tricks and stuff. Tricks, yeah, I guess what you call it. Tricks, tips, something like that. But first things first, I'm not the realist. Let me go and tell you what kind of straightener to get and what setting to put it on. My straightener, which I'm obsessed with and I've loved, and it's been really good for the past 2 years, so I'm sticking with it. It's called Fahrenheit by Hair Care System. I think you can see on both sides, but it's probably gonna be flipped. Just regular straightener we got at Marshall's. Don't know how much it was. My mom got it, but the important thing about straighteners, it only matters about the setting that it goes to. And most straighteners, I think, tell you how high it goes up to. But you need something that goes in like the 400s because that's what gets your hair straightened the quickest. And it's also better to have any hot tool on the highest setting possible because it will put your hair straightened, curled, whatever the tool is supposed to do, faster, and it's less damaging because since you only have to go over it twice or curl it once or twice, it's not that damaging, because what makes it damaging is how many times that you go over your head, that you go over your hair, if that makes sense. Let's get on. So, to straighten my hair the quickest, I have found that it's easiest to put it into sections. And the way that I base my sections is the first section I go tip of the ears, so like the hairline right over here, almost like you're putting your hair half up, and just go straight back on both sides, separate your hair. It's going to look really funny when I do this, but just grab your hair, get out of the way, and just twist it, and just put it up, and pin it, not pin it, put it back with a ponytail, like so. Put a little way so you can see my face, and then you get your hair and go from the back of the head and just split it down the middle, because that way you can see all your strands and it's easy to do it that way. And then you just grab your straightener and you pick pieces that are about an inch wide, I would say, inch, maybe half inch. Just a hair that's like this big of a strand. And just straighten it down, and it should be only one time that you need it because it'll be straight right away. Pretty slow, see? Straight. And you just continue with this. I tend to go back to the front only because I feel that with that way you can see what pieces you've missed and what pieces you still need to do. And so literally 3 times I've run over my head and it's all straight. And this works for every hair too, because my sisters all have different types of hair than I do, and it's all the same thing. And even I do my friend's hair, and a lot of different hair types I've done this with. Just go both sides. I know I said back to front, but it's just natural for me to do the first piece. But as you see, just grabbing hair about an inch wide and just straightening it. One time through, one and done. Now, I'm just making sure all the pieces that I've grabbed are straight. But if you do have more time in the day and you aren't running late or whatever, or want to do your hair for longer, obviously the shorter, not shorter, but like smaller piece that you pick, the longer your hair is going to take, but it's also ensures that your hair will be straighter. But like I said, about an inch will work for any hair. Just running over just to make sure. And then also another precaution that I do is I put my head all the way in the back and I grab from the middle and I just go straight across just to make sure that every piece is straight. but you don't need to do this step. I just do it just to make sure. And then pull over, run through again, not needed, just to be safe, and then put behind your head. Then, for the next layer, you take a ponytail thing. I grabbed from the temples, because that's where my hairline kind of dips in naturally, but it's also a good place to pick. And so just go temple, straight back, let that hair down, and then the other side. Temple, straight back, hair down. Then you just get your hair again, and put it up top and get out of the way. I'll put just one side together. And again, put your hair in the middle, and do the same thing, and just pick 1-inch pieces. This time it's a little harder because you have to pick out which pieces are not straight, but if your hair is naturally straight, it's just to, I guess, make your hair more straight or flat. But typically this is for curly hair, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Then just run through. See? 2 seconds. I think my hair takes a little quicker because it is so thin and straightens easily, but I promise you, every hair type, you can get this done in less than 10 minutes. Or about 10 minutes if you want to be, like, don't hold me to it. Just grabbing about 1 inch and just going through once. And then, see a curly piece over there? Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera exactly. I'm just trying to make sure I'm grabbing each piece that needs to be straightened. Run it through. Making sure I haven't missed anything. And like I said, these bits aren't really needed because I'm going over hair more than I should. But it's just a precaution to make sure that's all straight. And then, like I did for the first layer, you just grab the middle, just run it through, even though it's straight. I just like to make sure that I haven't missed anything in the back. And there you go. Then you throw it in the back. And then you do the last layer. See? 8 minutes. Doing good. Doing good. I can talk for the first minute too. Okay. Part your hair the way that you need to after you take down the last layer. And after you part it, then you just do the same thing. Take a piece, back to the front. But if you can, more one side versus the other if you have like a side part like me. Or if it's in the middle, just leave the front bits almost like you have a bang. Just leave them out. I'll tell you why in a second. So, like I said, back to front, straighten about 1 inch wide, and I'll straighten one and done. And then, I know I said leave it out, but it's okay if I do it again. Just run it through. Make sure you've gotten every bit, and go to the other side. The other side is more hair and it's more curly, so it's going to be a little bit longer to do, but only a couple pieces this round. And should be done. Be careful with having on the high setting, because you can burn your fingers or your head if you're not careful. I feel like I've had an immunity to it because I've straightened my hair for so long. But if it's easier, you can get a brush and pick out the brush piece and run it through if you are bothered by the heat. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, I believe, nope, not all straight, never mind. Okay, so now we're just the front that's not straight. Put all to the back like I did before. Grab the middle. This is more important than I do it up here because I tend to forget the piece in the back, but run it all through. Make sure everything's all nice and even. Just gonna check real quick. Yep, we're all good so far. Then, like I said before, to keep this front piece out like a bang, I learned this trick when I had bangs. Never again. But it's nice to make it look like your hair is less greasy, I think. But you put your hair out in front, almost like the hair that you would grab to put back, to clip back. Like, see, it's good clip back length. But you just get the pieces, pull it out in front, almost like they're bangs, really, really long bangs. Or if you have bangs, that'd be your actual bangs. Pull them in front and just straighten down. And you may have to run over a couple times just to make sure every piece is straight. But it's the same thing. Just making sure. And you just flip. And voila. Perfectly straight hair in under 10 minutes. Let me just check the time. My time says 11, but I talked for a minute beforehand, so it can be a lot quicker, and I have been talking the whole thing, so that's why it's over 10 minutes. But I do promise you, without any talking and just straight determination, you'll straighten your hair in less than 10 minutes. And important to turn off your straightener after you're done so you don't burn down the house. But I hope this was helpful. I hope the little tricks throughout the video was helpful too. They've come in very handy, and I've learned them over the years. It wouldn't like you would know them unless you have tried different methods. Don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it and if it was helpful for you. Subscribing would be wonderful. That would make me very happy. And comment if you have any tips for straightening your hair quicker or less damaging for your hair. And also comment future hair tutorials that you would like me to show you how to do really easy, or just basics like how to curl your hair in less than 10 minutes. I know it seems impossible, but I can do that too. Like I said, any hair tutorials that you'd like me to show you how to do, leave below. I'd like to see the ideas, because right now I'm probably just going to be doing basics because I don't know what you want. That's it. See you next week. Bye. Oh, wait. I forgot. Social media links will be down below. And now that's it. Bye.